Hey, what is up? Beau Allen, the Butter King here. 7-year NFL veteran. Today on Butter Breakdowns, we're going to talk about Braden Fiske. Braden Fiske played 4 years at Western Michigan before transferring to FSU for his 5th year. He had a really good year in 2023. He was a third-team All-American and a second-team All-ACC player. He had 43 tackles, 9 TFLs, and 6 sacks. So very good showing from him in 2023. Also, a very good showing for him at the Combine. And I'm a meathead. I love following along with all the numbers that these guys put up at the Combine. I'm also a little bit butthurt that I never got invited to the Combine, even though it was over 10 years ago. So I like to follow around and see these guys' numbers and, kind of compare myself against them a little bit. So let me pull up his Combine performance here for you guys to enjoy. All right. Like I was saying, Braden Fiske had an unbelievable performance at the Combine. He put in a very, very impressive 40-yard dash, which I'm about to show you guys here, and he looked really athletic in the D-line positional drills, which I'll show you right after this 40. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen, came in with a height of 6'3" and 5/8 and a weight of 292 pounds. Watch his big fella move here. Really, really impressive 40. The thing that's kind of the most important is the 10-yard split for any defensive tackle, defensive lineman, really. And he had a 1.68 10-yard split, which is incredible. But watch the big fella move in this 40 coming up here is really fun to watch. He was rolling. Yeet! Hey. And then he went viral because right after he finished at the finish line, he goes, oh, yeah, Braden Fiske. Hell of a run there, man. Good job. All right, let's check out some of these D-line drills coming up here in a sec. I just want you guys to watch him moving through the bags, how fluid he is, how athletic he is. Not a lot of wasted motion for him. We have not ever analyzed D-line positional drills on Butter Breakdowns, but, look how quick his feet are. Really, really nice. Getting in and out of these cuts. He looks like a defensive back, man. It's a really impressive showing from him. He had a 4.78 40, which is the top amongst all defensive tackles. And look at him. Look at his hips. I'm going to run that back real quick. Watch him go through the bags here. Watch how explosive he is coming out of his hips, opening his hips up. It's really, really nice. Here, nice spin move there. Really impressive. Bending that corner at the top. That's really, really good stuff. One more time. Watch him move around the hoops. Really good bend, really good dorsiflexion. Just a really athletic player. Definitely helped himself out a lot at the Combine. So I'm going to read out his stats really quick. Like I said, 6'3", 292 pounds, 4.78 40, which is top amongst all defensive tackles. Most important is that 10-yard split, which is 1.68. And then his shuttle is incredibly impressive. Short shuttle of 4.37 seconds, and then a vert of 33.5 inches, which is great, and a broad jump of 9 feet, 9 inches. For comparison, Aaron Donald, who is a freak athlete, one of the most impressive D-tackle Combine performances of all time, he ran a 4.68 40. His 10-yard split was 1.63, which is slightly better than Braden Fiske. But Fiske beat him out in the shuttle. So AD's was 4.39 compared to Fiske's 4.37. And Fiske actually jumped higher, 33.5 for Fiske compared to 32 inches for AD. And he had 1 inch better on the broad. So 9 feet, 9 inches compared to 9 feet, 8 inches for Aaron Donald. So really, really impressive Combine performance for Braden Fiske. But, more importantly than some of these numbers, he just moves really, really well through the bags and is really, really explosive and also has really nice bend. So I'm going to take it to the tape and show you guys how this showed up on the field. Braden Fiske did not play in Florida State's bowl game versus Georgia, but this is his last game here against Louisville, which is his last college game. Let's get out the draw tool, baby. Here he is, number 55, Braden Fiske. So I've talked about some of these wham trap plays that offenses like to run against 4 down. So what that means is you get a back block here. This dude's climbing here, or no, I think he's blocking out here actually. And then this dude's coming to trap him. So watch him beat this back block out of a 2-eye. Look at this explosiveness. So nice for a TFL. Really, really impressive play here. And that's where that 1.68 10-yard split and that 40 comes out. Just the ability to get off the ball and penetrate into the backfield for a huge TFL. All right, moving on to the next one. We have 3rd and 2 here. This dude is explosive, okay? Here he is right here, Braden Fiske, number 55. He's a 3 technique away from the back. And the ability to get off as a defensive lineman is huge in the run and the pass game. In the run game, it shows up in, getting up the field, getting vertical. You saw him beat a back block from the center in that previous snap. Watch him split this double team with get off. Really, really nice. Boom. Splits it, gets off, makes a huge stop on 3rd and 2 here to get his defense off the field. It's really nice. Like I said, you pause it. Like, just look how explosive he is. Getting off, getting up the field, and then making that tackle. It's a really nice play. All right, draw to it one more time. Here's Braden Fiske. This dude right here, I'm going to talk about him next week. Jared Verse, number 5, is a top edge guy. He's a super, super good rusher. What you're going to see here is an ET game. The end goes first, and then the tackle wraps around and goes second. I've talked about him a lot on Butter Breakdowns. I want you to watch, first of all, number 5, Verse, how violent he is. Getting up the field first and then just penetrating that B gap. And then watch Fiske here wrap really tight and his ability to bend mid-rep here during this play. Just check this out. That's such a nice play. I'm going to run that back. Watch Verse just absolutely fucking destroy this guard on this. It is awesome. Boom! I love that. But we're not talking about him quite yet. I'll get at him more next week. He's a really good player. What I really want to show here is watch how tight Braden Fiske is able to wrap this. And then just this bend here, this angle right here. Like this maybe don't look like much, but I'm telling you, this is really impressive how he's able to bend that, wrap super tight, and then finish on the quarterback sack. That is a great, great rep. Really good ET game from those guys. I love it. And look at number 5 celebrating. All right, here's 4th and 3 later in the same exact game. We have the 2 same players we talked about, Fiske and Verse. It's actually going to be another ET game. So it's going to look like this, penetrating, looping. I'm going to roll this through because the most important thing on this rep is just watch Braden Fiske move in space. So we saw during his combine positional drills how well he was moving through the bags and how well he was moving through, able to flip his hips in the gauntlet. Just watch how that shows up on the playing field during this rep. Another ET game. I love it. Look at this. This is a quarterback in space, and he's able to track him down. This is like he doesn't wrap quite as tight on this, but this is a classic thing. When you're a looper, the quarterback's spinning out back shoulder, and he's able to track him down in space and get him down. Like, that is such an impressive sack. Like, it's really, 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 really nice rep. A lot of just showcasing that athleticism. So Braden Fiske is kind of creating a lot of buzz at the right time. He's climbing up draft boards because he had a really good Senior Bowl performance as well. He was actually awarded the Practice Player of the Week at the Reese's Senior Bowl. And what's cool about that is that's an award that's given to you by, the opposing team. So the offensive line from the team that he was lining up against in practice had so much respect for him and, recognized his ability on the practice field that they gave him the Practice Player of the Week, which is really cool. So I kind of see Fiske as a day 1 or day 2 guy, especially after this really impressive combine performance and how he performed at the Senior Bowl. I see him as a 3 technique and a 1 gap penetrating scheme. So teams like the Bills, the Texans under D'Amico Ryans, they run a really good gap penetrating scheme out of 4 down that I would love to watch. Also, the Saints and the San Francisco 49ers are all teams that I think would really benefit from a player with this skill set. So Braden Fiske, great job at the combine, buddy. Looking forward to seeing which team ends up drafting you. All right, thanks. Thanks for tuning in for another Butter Breakdown. I'm going to bring you guys a lot of fun content this offseason. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know which players you want me to watch. Appreciate you.